If you find a niche and that no one is occupying, there is a very high chance it's not because you're smart. It's because no one wants it. This is one of the most expensive mistakes beginner entrepreneurs make. They spend months, sometimes years. They invest money, effort, energy, and only then discover that there is no real demand. An empty niche doesn't mean opportunity. Very often it means indifference. And today I want to explain why. I'm Ravi Gabis and welcome back to the Gabis Show, where we unlock the secrets of real wealth in the United States every single day. Today we are talking about business. Yesterday we talked about the 5 P's of marketing: product, price, people, place, and promotion. And we came to one clear conclusion: business starts with promotion and business ends when promotion stops. Before we move on to how to start a company from scratch, I want to talk about one major mistake that beginner entrepreneurs make. Everything usually starts with an idea. People look for something unique, something special, a niche that no one else has taken. And they think, if it is free, it must be an opportunity. And I've been through this myself. Many years ago, a friend of mine and I decided to start a newspaper. At that time, I was already running my own business and my friend was working for a publishing company. We noticed that there were no sports newspapers in the Tatar language. The audience looked large, around 10 million people. The niche seemed completely free. So we decided to take it. I invested the money. I paid for marketing, equipment, and distribution. My friend organized the editorial team, reporters, interviews, content. We even advertised on television. We were proud of what we had built. The first issue almost covered the expenses. The second one was worse. The third one was a disaster. That's when I realized there was no money in this business. I stopped. But my friend continued for 2 years. People worked for free out of enthusiasm and hope that one day it would work. 2 years later, the newspaper was closed. The niche was free, but it was free because nobody needed it. I had a similar experience with book publishing. Years ago, I noticed there were no serious books in English about medieval Tatar and Turkic literature. Have you noticed that? And we noticed, again, the niche looked empty. I have a background in literature and I even have a PhD in this field. We knew the professors, we knew the experts. So we found a respected professor who allowed us to translate his book. I spent 6 months translating it and another 6 months editing it with an American editor. We invested a year of work. Later, we managed to sell about 2,000 copies to a government institute. And then suddenly the book was blocked. It was prohibited from being sold to government institutions completely. After that, no one needed it. No one cared. And here's the real lesson. Before you spend a year of your life, before you invest money and effort, try to sell first. If demand is weak, stop. If no one wants it, don't push harder. And if you find a niche that is completely empty, 99% of the time, it's not because you're brilliant, it's because no one wants it. Business is a money machine. If money doesn't come in, it's not a business. It might be experience, it might be a hobby, education, but it's not a business. That's enough for today. Tomorrow, we'll start talking step by step about how to start a company from scratch. See you in the next episode.